Every day, thousands of videos are uploaded to the internet. What drives some people to turn the camera on themselves and reveal so much about their lives? I decided to find out. Welcome to Vlog This.
Hi, my name is Marion Muscare. I'm a YouTube blogger.
So Marion, when did you start vlogging for YouTube?
I believe it was in October of 2011.
And what made you do it?
Edward made me do it. I had never intended to do that on my own.
And who is Edward, for those who don't know?
He's my other half. He was a disc jockey, first of all. And then he transitioned to television. And he was a horror host. His first character was Mr. Mummy for KCIT TV. And then he became the Creeper on KBMA. And then 2 years later, he was Uncle Ed. He had a children's show that he hosted for a few years called 41 Treehouse Lane. That was also on KBMA. And then after a short hiatus, he did a show called All Night Live.
KSHB TV, Kansas City 41 presents All Night Live. And now, here's your weeknight host on All Night Live, Ed Muscare.
I promise every night at 11.
I promise every night at 11.
Well, I will tune in to All Night Live.
I will tune in to All Night Live.
Faithful viewer I will always be.
The faithful viewer I'll always be.
I ain't handing you no job.
I'm not handing you no job.
Let's hear it, folks.
And then he moved to San Diego and he did the same show for KUSI, and it was called Nighttime Live.
And now, Nighttime Live, the station with a heart and a pancreas, presents the late night movie. Tonight, Mr. Marlon Brando and Mr. Lee Marvin star in The Wild One.
I love that announcer. I don't know who he is, but he's great. By the way, we had some calls from people in Hamul.
We did.
Remember?
Yes.
Hi to the people in Hamul.
When did you guys meet?
Well, let's just say that I've been in love with him since 1968.
And how did you meet him?
He was a local disc jockey and personality where I came from.
And you started off as a fan?
I wouldn't quite say that. Some people might say that.
You became friends?
Oh, I had some contact with him in the 80s, but we didn't have a relationship or anything. Back in 1986, he inappropriately had contact with one of his relatives who was a minor. And he was put in prison for that back then. He served a year. And he was on probation after that for many years. He was not allowed to be on the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Schnoz. I'd like to pass along a very interesting way to say the word nuclear correctly. A lot of people say nuclear, and nuclear is not correct. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to do for you the very, very beautiful Star Spangled Banner. And if you all would please rise, please stand while I sing this song. Thank you so much.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Have you ever noticed some people, when they talk to you, they never ever seem to move their top lip? I wonder why they do that.
It's my pleasure to sing for you a famous Christmas song. It's
So get all the people around the Christmas tree and sing it with me, okay? All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
His vlogger name was Idaram. He was very popular on YouTube.
What kind of videos did he do on his channel?
Mostly how-to videos.
Well, we're going to show you how to pour something into something without spilling it. Well, it's time to paint our shadow. I've got my rubber glove on. What you do is you get a cutting board, a knife, and you change 2 slices into 4.
Green videos like about recycling.
Well, what do you say we plant a pine tree? Won't that be fun?
Lip syncing certain songs. Fun little things like that. His YouTube videos had gone viral. He was very popular, so they knew he was on the internet, and they put him in prison for a probation violation. I discovered Edward again on YouTube. Last I knew was when he was in California. All this time I thought he was still in California. I'd been looking for him for a long time, never could find him. I Googled him all the time trying to find him. Finally found him when he was on YouTube. Hello world, this is Marion, Ed's fiance, or is supposed to be as he says. He asked me to make a couple of videos for him to keep his fans happy, so here's one of them. Well, the first thing he wanted me to do, he wanted me to take my photograph collection of him and show it to the viewers. First one, of course, you recognize from his videos. He was 10 years old, and this was painted by his multi-talented brother Joe. Now, here's that cute kid all grown up and in high school. Just don't ask me about the hair. My answer is no comment. Okay, now here he is at 21. This was his first DJ job in the Army. See the mic and the turntable? Wasn't he handsome? He also wanted me to sing a song to him, and he told me that he wanted everyone to know who his beloved was. I was anonymous at that point.
Eres tú, como una mañana de rebaño, como una sonrisa, eres tú, así, así, eres tú.
Were you doing this while he was incarcerated?
Yes, and
so
sadly...
was he able to see any of these videos at all?
No, I'm afraid not. He was not allowed on the computer in there. I promise every night at 11 I will tune into All Night Live. A faithful viewer I will always be, and I ain't handing you no jive. Now to those of you who know what I'm doing, don't laugh. Most of his fans, I would say, have not been familiar with him from TV. They just know him from YouTube as an old man. Honey, I don't know if you'll ever get to see this video because, well, you're not well right now, and we're hoping to get you out of there, and then I'm going to show you all these tribute videos that I've made for you. But I just want you to know that I am really proud of you, Ed, and I love you with all of my heart. Hello, YouTubers. I have an update for you about Ed. He said it was okay for me to divulge the details of what's going on. Ed has a tumor in his neck, and he's also having trouble breathing. So I ask you, please, all of you, keep him in your prayers because he means an awful lot to me, and I couldn't bear it if something happened to him. So keep both of us in your prayers, please. And I'll let you know anything as soon as I learn anything. Bye. Hello, YouTubers. Ed told me a while back what was wrong with him, but he did not want me to tell you yet because he wanted to write out something for me to read to you, which I'm going to do tonight. Ed has lung cancer. And needless to say, this has been very hard on me. Anyhow, I got the letter from him tonight that he wants me to read to you. Dear Marion, the oncologist said it's a fast-spreading lung cancer, and if measures aren't taken soon to prevent it from killing me, I've got about 3 months left. I just want to keep you updated on what's going on. So, I had mentioned that I'm in the process of moving to Florida. We'll see. I am really mortified about this trip to Florida. My van is not in good shape. That's what scares me most of all. My van, I don't know what I'm gonna do. God wants me in Florida. So He's gonna get me there one way or the other. Because you may have remembered, if you managed to catch that last video, I mentioned that the day they asked me to transfer to Florida was the very day that Ed got taken ill and moved to the medical facility. So that was a blatant sign on God's part that He wants me down there to be with Him. I hope somehow that God will come through for me because I am utterly broke and I really don't know what I'm going to do. But I've got to get down there to be with Ed. I may not have that much time left with him. Okay, YouTubers. I said I would film my trip down to Florida. Well, the first thing you're going to see is the Kansas City skyline. And there's Pop over there. He's on the computer. So. I cannot say any particular thing that drew me to him. I believe it was something that was a spiritual connection that was just there from a life before we came to earth. That is my personal belief. He knew we were soulmates. I knew we were soulmates. He did not necessarily believe in pre-existence. He didn't deny the possibility of that, though. It's just something that's between him, me, and God. Okay, here I am at Lake Butler, and Edward's in there somewhere. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go in, but Anyhow, for the benefit of all you YouTubers, here we are. And I guess I'll probably have to go in that building somewhere. Administration, maybe. We'll find out here. Okay, YouTubers, I just got back from seeing Edward. It's raining now. He looks about what I expected him to look. As you all know, I pray for him at 6:30, and I pray for him throughout the day anyhow, so please join me. Because I need him. I need him. It's Christmas Eve. We just got home from going out to eat, and now we're opening presents. We don't normally open them on Christmas Eve, but I'm going to be gone all day tomorrow to see Ed. Probably be his last Christmas, so we're doing that and opening up presents on Christmas Eve this year. What'd you get? The calendar? What is that? Angry Birds? Oh. So. I'm at the reception and medical center. I got here just a little while ago, and I waited for a long time. It took a long time to get Edward ready to come down, and they weren't even sure he could come down. At least be no worse off than he was last weekend, but he is. I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's really not much time left. Please pray for him, because I don't want him to suffer or anything, but I want to see him at least one more time. Hello, YouTubers. It is Monday evening. I was notified a short while ago that Edward passed away last night after I left him. I'm not going to say anything else right now. I'm going to save all of that for another video. I've tried saying a few things in this video, and all that has happened is that this is like the 10th take of this video. I have so much I want to share with you, and so much I don't know if I should share with you. Edward's okay. I know some of you don't believe in the afterlife, but believe me, he's okay. He left me with all of his love, and I'm okay too. I really am. Because he made sure that before he left this earth, he gave me what I needed. And I love him for that. And someday I'll explain to you what I'm talking about. His troubles are over now. He's no longer in pain. He's young again and healthy. He made sure that he gave me what I needed to get through. I love that man. I love that man. And you know what? He loves me too. I have got to tell you, one of these days I will tell you what happened yesterday. But I'm not going to do it right now. Hello, YouTubers. Tonight, Ed is going to make a cake for you, and I'm going to help him. I give up trying to have like a center stage or, you know, make this my video. Mr. YouTube Star here is actually going to star in these videos, I guess, and I will just be his assistant. Good afternoon, boys and girls. Guess what? I'm not gonna sing in this video. Yes, that's okay. Hold down the applause. What I'm gonna do is show you how to make a spaghetti casserole. Hello, YouTubers. I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Pop and I are about to sit down to our meal. As you see, we're having turkey. We also have a cherry pie in the refrigerator, too. So you guys... Oh, hang on just a second. Hello? Oh, happy Thanksgiving to you too, darling. My grief is starting to alleviate a little bit now, and I'm able to go back into having a little bit more fun on there. Oh, popsicle, come out to play, yay! Popsicle, come out to play, yay! Can you dig it? I want all of that. I want it fresh if possible. If not, taste it. Send the word. There. And that's going to be put in the videos. What do you think of that? Good. Good.
Yeah. So, do your friends know about your videos on YouTube?
No, not at all.
Do you want them to know?
Not really.
Well, how do you like Edward?
I like him. He's nice. I only talked to him once. That was on the phone.
Never met him in person? Oh, okay.
I never intended originally to be on YouTube. I always thought that I was going to remain anonymous. But I think higher powers had something else in mind. I've discovered that as my love story inspires a lot of people, and I believe now that is the reason for some of these things. And when I mean inspire, it has touched people in several different ways. Some people were touched by the fact that he's older and I'm younger. Some people were touched by the fact that he was incarcerated and I was standing by him. And then when he died, some people were touched by witnessing my grief because they had people that they lost and it gave them strength to go on. So if our story can bring good to the world, then it was all worth it.